Se'atahu Adonai Eloheinu, Elohei Avoteinu, Ve'imoteinu. Modim anachnu lach, Se'atahu Adonai Eloheinu, Elohei Avoteinu, Ve'imoteinu. Modim anachnu lach, Se'atahu Adonai Eloheinu, Elohei Avoteinu, Ve'imoteinu. Le'olam va'ed, Le'olam va'ed. Le'olam va'ed, Le'olam va'ed. Modim anachnu lach, Se'atahu Adonai Eloheinu, Elohei Avoteinu, Ve'imoteinu. Modim anachnu lach, Se'atahu Adonai Eloheinu, Elohei Avoteinu, Ve'imoteinu. Thankful for our lives, thankful for our souls, thankful for the miracles, wondrous to behold. Thankful for the morning, thankful for the afternoon, thankful for the evening, nighttime blessed by you. Le'olam va'ed, forever and ever. Le'olam va'ed, forever and ever.
Hey
Shabbat
everyone!
Shalom, everybody.
Shabbat Shalom! Hello, hello, hello. Hey Shears, Richard, nice to see you. Shabbat Shalom. Hey Paul, Shabbat Shalom to you, Paul Roth. Nice to see you. Hello. All right, Roger Friedman, Shabbat Shalom to you. Nice to see you. Hannah Rossio, I see you in the comments and in front of my face.
It's me.
Hello, hello. Jamie Adishak, hello. We're sending a lot of love your guys' way. And yes, we will, of course, put your dad's name on our Shloshim, our cottage list, and thinking about you guys. Meredith, Shabbat Shalom. Rabbi Sam Seekol, he has a vested interest in watching this evening. Nice to see you. Oh, yeah. Hey, Sam.
Who do you do, Rabbi
Good.
Seekol?
Oh, that's pretty good. That's pretty.
Oh, he's the one that had the hoodoo yesterday.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that's always a fun pun. All right, Brian Galloway, hello. Shabbat Shalom. Chris's birthday yesterday. Happy birthday, Chris. Hi, Mom. Shabbat Shalom. Nice to see you. Howard Wagon, hello to you, my friend. I hope you are doing well. Miriam Siegfried, Shabbat Shalom. Welcome back to Columbus. I'm glad you are here. Betty Hirsch, Shabbat Shalom to you. Hope you are doing well. Chris, happy birthday again. Glad you are here. Hope you all had a peaceful Thanksgiving. It's certainly a lot different than most years, that's for sure. Grandma Candy says hi to you, Sam.
Hi, Grandma.
Sammy's not feeling great. Here, why don't you go get on the couch, and I'll come and get you in a little bit, all right?
I don't want to go.
Okay. I got to do services. Okay, love you. Oh, dear. Always something interesting that the brothers. I know, Sam. I know. Okay. All right, everyone. Well, I'm glad that you are here. Jenna, Shabbat Shalom to you all. been sending healing prayers in your direction also this week. I hope you've been feeling them, and hopefully they have encompassed your house. And we are sending a lot of love and healing your way also. So, friends, why don't we begin with a little bit of singing? We have Mark Rossio, we have Hannah Rossio, we have many guitars, we have spinny lights. What else could you ask for? We have a randomly placed foot in the middle of the shot. That's nothing says Shabbat like a severed foot. So,
Well, I'm a foot taller.
a foot taller is nice.
Yes.
Let's sing a little bit of Hine Ma Tov, how good it is that we are together this 38th week of the pandemic, that we are finding ways to be together, even though this Thanksgiving, more than almost any other, we have perhaps not been together. But here we are trying to find a little bit of togetherness tonight. Hine Ma Tov.
Hine ma tohu manayim, shevet achim gam yachad. 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 Shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tohu manayim, shevet achim gam yachad. Shevet achim gam yachad.
Now you can hear me. We're going to turn to our candle lighting prayer. And if you have a prayer book, page 2 is the place to turn, page 2. But in taking care of some family issues right before the service began, I forgot to bring a set of candlesticks over here. So you can use, Mark and Hannah both have finger candles. I think I just heard a shofar from the other part of my house. So that's taken care of. But if you have a candle someplace, you could light your own candles, and that would be great. And we'll join together in our blessing. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu, lahadlik ner shel Shabbat. We say to that, Amen. May this Shabbat bring us light and peace and hope and a little bit of joy during these dark times that we're living in the moment. We're going to keep on singing in just a moment, but we do want to wish you a Shabbat Shalom and a welcome and a special thank you to our musicians, as always, for lifting us up with some music this evening. We are going to skip that for now. We're going to go to Lecha Dodi, our prayer that helps us get into Shabbat. Sometimes we have these crazy weeks and we need a little bit of help getting our way from the craziness of the week into the calm of Shabbat. You may have felt some calm this week because it was, we had the holiday yesterday, and or maybe you're just feeling full and disgusting, and however you come into the service is A-okay, and perhaps Lecha Dodi can help us find our way into some Shabbat holiness on this Erev Shabbat. So turn it back over to these guys for Lecha Dodi.
Lecha Dodi lirkat kalai ala
If you'd like to rise, you can rise.
Erev Shalom. Garet ba'ala. Gam besimcha utzola. Toch emuneh am segula. Boi kala, boi kala. Lecha dodi lecha kala, yalala, 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 b'nei Shabbat, mikabela. Lecha dodi lecha kala, yalala, 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 b'nei Shabbat, mikabela. La la, yalla, yalla, la la, yalla, la la, yalla, yalla, la la, yalla, la la, la la, yalla, yalla, la la, yalla, la la, yalla, yalla, la la, Lecha dodi likrat kala. Yala lai, yala lai, yala lai. B'nei Shabbat nikabela.
So beautiful. Thank you for that, for helping lift us up here. I want to say, guess who else thinks that's beautiful? Marilyn Altman. Okay. Shabbat Shalom to you, Marilyn Altman. Marcy Golden, Shabbat Shalom. Nice to see you. Hello, Eileen. Shabbat Shalom to you. Bill, hi. Shabbat Shalom to you. Nice to see you. Rachel, glad you're here. Hope you're feeling okay these days. Sending prayers your way. Babette, nice to see you. Sending also prayers in your direction. Hope you're doing all right. And Steve Seeskin, Shabbat Shalom to you. Well, everyone, glad that you are with us. We're going to continue on page 27. If you have a prayer book, or right here beneath us where it says, Teach me, and we'll read this together. Teach me, O God, a blessing, a prayer on the mystery of a withered leaf, on ripened fruit so fair, on the freedom to see, to sense, to breathe, to know, to hope, to despair. Teach my lips a blessing, a hymn of praise, as each morning and night you renew your days, lest my day be today as the one before, lest routine set my ways. It's kind of hard to fall into a routine these days, but still something that we watch for, that's for sure. We're going to continue in our service here. Am I awake? Am I prepared? Into our Baruch Hu, the prayer that officially asks those questions.
Am I awake? Am I prepared? Are you listening to my prayer? Can you hear my voice? Can you understand? Am I awake? Am I prepared? Ya-la-la-la-la, 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 ya-la-la-la-la.
Let's read this reading together here. Everlasting love, you have offered your people Israel by teaching us Torah and mitzvot, laws and precepts. Therefore, Adonai our God, when we lie down and when we rise up, we will meditate on your laws and your commandments. We will rejoice in your Torah forever. Day and night will we reflect on them, for they are our life, and doing them helps give meaning to our days. Never remove your love from us. Praise to you, Adonai, who loves your people Israel. Baruch atah Adonai, ohev amo Yisrael. Join together in singing Shema. Let's keep on chanting on page 36 or right below us. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavcha v'chol nafshecha u'v'chol me'odecha v'hayu hadvarim ha'elech asher anochi metzavacha hayom al levavecha v'shinantam levanecha v'dibarta bam b'shivtecha b'veitecha uvlachdecha vaderech, uvshokbecha uvekumecha, ukshartam leot al yadecha, v'hayu latotafot bein einecha, uktaftam, hamezuzot beitecha uvish arecha. Leman tizkeru va'asitem et kol mitzvotai, v'item kedoshim le'elohehem, ahani Adonai Elohechem, asher hotzeiti etchem me'eretz Mitzrayim, liot lachem le'elohim, ani Adonai Elohechem. Well, in just a moment, I want to just mention some stuff about this week's Torah portion, but let me first say Shabbat Shalom to you, Larry Reamer, and Steve Ryan. Hello, Shabbat Shalom. I think Steve Seaskin we saw already. Nice to see you again, though. Good Shabbos to you, Larry. And Marty Oppenheimer, hello. Marty and Heather are in Florida watching two services at one time. You get double the Jewy points there for that. Every device should have a different service happening at the same time. That's terrific. Thanks for sharing that. Nice to see you guys. You and Steve know each other from Bond Hill Elementary. That's so fun. That is great. Shabbat Shalom to everyone who is expressing Shabbat Shalom to each other. Alt Schultz, nice to see you guys. Hello, Shabbat Shalom. I want to mention something about this week's Torah portion. We're doing this at a little bit of a different spot than we normally do because of where some of the stuff falls liturgically. But I want to mention that this is a great Torah portion called Vayetze. Not to make it about me, but it's the 28th anniversary of my bar mitzvah, so I'm getting ready for the big 3-0 in a couple of years. It's gonna be great. But 28 years ago, I quite poorly chanted this Torah portion, and I won't be chanting it for you this evening. But I've got my Torah book here. I do want to mention just something briefly that I think is really moving. You know, at the very beginning of this Torah portion, you may remember this crazy story. So just very quick overview. So the guy that we're learning about today is named Jacob. He has a twin named Esau. They are kind of different. We have twins, and I can see how that can happen because they have very different personalities. And Jacob and Esau were different their entire lives. And at one point, some people say it's in their teenage teenage days, there was some bad stuff that went down. Jacob and his mother essentially fooled his father Isaac and their brother Esau into giving up a birthright and giving up a blessing, and all kinds of things that made Esau really mad. And essentially, Esau said that he was going to find Jacob and kill him. So Jacob leaves for the first time. He leaves his home, and that's where this Torah portion picks up. He has just left a very dysfunctional family situation. And he is in the wilderness. He's going from Beersheba to a place called Haran. That's where his uncle Laban lives. That's where he's going to end up being for the next little while. But he is on this journey, and the first time ever that he has kind of been alone with just his thoughts at night. And he gets tired, and he puts a couple of rocks together to make a pillow, because I guess that's the best he could do, and puts his head down, and he falls asleep. And as he sleeps, he dreams this dream. He sees this giant staircase, this ladder that goes from earth all the way up into the heavens. And then he hears, he sees angels who are ascending and descending this ladder, a constant stream of angels going up to the heavens and down onto earth. And then God says to him, I am Adonai, your God, God of your father Abraham and God of Isaac. On the ground on which you are lying, I will assign it to your offspring, to you and your offspring. Your descendants shall be as the dust of the earth, and you shall spread out the west to the east, the north to the south. All the families of the earth shall bless themselves by you and your descendants. Remember that I am with you, he said. God said. She said, maybe, who knows. Remember that I am with you. I will protect you wherever you go. I will bring you back to this land. I will not leave you until I have done what I have promised you. So Jacob then has this dream where he is reassured by God that God's going to be with him on this crazy journey. And he wakes up and he says, Achen, yesh Adonai b'makom hazev anochi lo yadati. He says, oh my gosh, God was in this place and I didn't even know it. I couldn't even see it. My eyes were closed. I was dealing with this bitter family drama, and I didn't even notice that God was around me. So what I wanted to ask today is, what are the blessings that perhaps are in your life that you haven't been able to see? What are the blessings that surround you in your life that maybe this COVID time is darkening, so you have to look a little harder to see them? The whole, I think one of the beautiful aspects of this beginning of the story of Jacob going to become a better person is that for the first time, he's able to actually see what's important. And I think that was clouded all his life, and now he can see. So if you can come up with some blessing in your life, maybe it's been easy to see it recently, maybe it's been tough to see, but when we can open our eyes and see the blessings around us, we will be in better shape. And we'll be like the later Jacob that we see who turns into a better person rather than the earlier Jacob who's kind of a jerk. Later, and we got a couple of Torah portions to go until we get some resolution of the story. So it's a cliffhanger. We'll see what happens. Jacob on his journey. We should say his journey begins at sundown as he falls asleep, and it ends a couple Torah portions later at sunup as he has just wrestled with an angel and goes to find himself a new name and a new identity and to be a better person. So hopefully we're able to see God around us, see blessings around us. And if you'd like to share some of those, it'd be great to read them later on. So if you have a blessing in your life, something that you're thankful for, it'd be great to see that. One of the blessings that we have in our congregation are these wonderful musicians sitting next to me virtually, and music that can help elevate us when we are feeling down, when we are feeling vulnerable, music that can touch our souls. And this is one of those songs called Tree of Life by Nefesh Mountain that kind of expresses our sadness and also our hope in these dark times. So I'm going to turn it over to you guys for that.
Oh, sweet Spirit, hear my prayer. this pain we share. Oh, sweet friends, come and dry your eyes and hold each other by this tree of life. I'm angry and tired of this great divide, but I sing nonetheless with love on our side. Oh, sweet souls who feel broken now, we'll heal together somewhere, somehow. Time and again we have been let down, but we sing nonetheless, still whole and still proud. Oh, sweet spirit, hear my prayer. Help these words heal someone out there.
Thanks for that, guys. We're going to continue to thank God for the protection that we feel in our lives, for the Sukkah of Shalom that we not only are, God willing, resting under right now, but that we create for one another when we are in search of these blessings, that we can be that shelter of peace for anyone who needs it. And that, I think, is a beautiful thing. So let's keep on singing Hashki Venu. You can find that either on the screen here or on page 42 if you have a Siddur.
Hashkivenu Adonai, Eloheinu Lishalom, Yamideinu Shomrenu Lechayim. Spread the shelter of your peace over us. Guide us in wisdom, compassion, and trust. Hashkivenu Adonai, Eloheinu Lishalom, Yamideinu Shomrenu Lechayim. Save us for the sake of your name. Shield us from hatred, sorrow, and pain. Hashkivenu Adonai, Eloheinu Lishalom, Yamideinu Shomrenu
We're going to turn to the Amidah. You can find that beginning if you have a prayer book on page 46 and then 48 and 50. We're going to do Adonai Sifatai and the first couple blessings together, and then we'll have a little bit of time for some silent meditation before we sing Yihi L'Ratzon. So if you'd like to rise, you can either rise physically. You could also just rise spiritually. And let's join together. I think we're singing this, but I'm not sure, so I'm just going to see what happens. Yes, we are singing this. All right.
na 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 na, Sfatai tivta.
Sfatai tivta.
Na 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 na, Ufi Agid. Ufi Agid Tehilatecha.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu v'Elohei avotenu v'imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak v'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel v'Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor v'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, V'Konei Hakol, V'Zocher Hastei Avot v'Imahot, Umevi Geula Livnei v'Nehem, L'ma'an Shemo B'Ahava, Melech Ozer U'Moshia U'Magen, Baruch Atah Adonai, Magen Avraham Ve'ezrat Sarah, Ahata Gibor Le'olam Adonai, Mechaye HaKol Ata Rav L'Hoshia, Mechalkel Chayim B'Chesed, Mechaye HaKol B'Rachamim Rabim, Sohomech Noflim Ve'Rofech Olim, Umatir Asurim, Umekayem Emunato, Lishenei Afar, Michamocha Baal Gevurot, Umido Melach, Melech Memit Umechaye, Umatzmiach Yeshua, V'ne'eman Atal HaChayot HaKol, Baruch Atah Adonai, Mechaye HaKol. Atah kadosh v'shimcha kadosh, v'kedeshim b'chol yom yihalalu chasela. Baruch atah Adonai, ha'el hakadosh. Let's take a few moments for some silent meditation, and we'll come out of that in singing Yihiu l'ratzon imrei fi v'hegyon libi lifanecha.
Yehiyu l'ratzon imrei fi v'hegyon libi lefanecha. Yehiyu l'ratzon imrei fi v'hegyon libi lefanecha. Adonai tzuri, Adonai tzuri, Adonai tzuri. Adonai Tzuri, Adonai Tzuri, Adonai Tzuri, Begoali. Yehiyu l'ratzon imrei fi v'hegyon libi lefanecha. Yehiyu l'ratzon imrei fi v'hegyon libi lefanecha. Adonai Tzuri, Adonai Tzuri, Adonai Tzuri, Begoali. Adonai Tzuri, Adonai Tzuri, Adonai Tzuri, Begoali. Yehiyu l'ratzon imrei fi v'hegyon libi lefanecha.
So let's see where we have opened our eyes to the blessings around us. I'm just gonna read a few of these, and if more come in, we can read them also. Nadine Pabst, hello to you, Nadine. Hope you are doing well. Nadine writes, blessed to have good health and to see my children safe and loved. What more can one ask for? That is for sure. Thank you for continuing. Oh, you're welcome. Thank you. Pam said that she is thankful for these TBS online events are a blessing. They provide some stability in this crazy time. I'm glad that you have not missed Shabbat in 38 weeks. That is terrific. Hey, Betty Hirsch. Betty saying a blessing I would have not but for the pandemic is that she has had Zoom contact with family in Buffalo. I did not get to join them were the gatherings in person as they would be in normal time. So that is great. Nice to see family, even in these weird ways, and to do it in ways we wouldn't be able to otherwise. Marty Oppenheimer saying, so many blessings for which I am truly grateful. The most current is that today is our granddaughter Abby's 17th birthday. Happy birthday to Abby. Woohoo, 17. Abby was born on Thanksgiving Day in 2003, 3 days after the death of his mother, affectionately known as Grandma Trudel. That is really nice that you are maintaining her memory and that Abby is such a part of that. So that's great. Meredith says playing piano and taking a walk. Let's see. I think that may be it. Shabbat Shalom to everyone who I didn't see there. And Shabbat Shalom. So those are really, really nice. Thank you for sharing those. And let's keep trying to do it. I know it's tough, but certainly if we can maintain that, as we talked about, I think it was last week or Sundays. I don't remember where we talked about this idea from Pirkei Avot of trying to open our eyes to 100 blessings a day. But certainly we can at least, maybe not 100, but maybe we could even find 5 or 10, and that would make a big difference. That's for sure. Achein yesh Adonai b'makom hazeh v'anochi lo yadati. Oh my gosh, God was here. I didn't even know it. I couldn't even open up my eyes to see it. But now our eyes are open, and let's do our best to see those blessings. One of the blessings that we have is our community that can come together to rally around those who are in need of healing. And if there is someone who is in need of healing in your circle and you haven't shared it here, you could certainly say the name aloud as we get ready to do these blessings. This Shabbat, we are thinking of healing and praying for healing for Bill Ackerman, Catherine Adler, Marcia Ames, Marilyn Altman, Adrian Atkinson, Deborah Belford. We're thinking of Michael Berman, Marjorie Block, Paul Branson, Bob Bray, Joan Bray, Dave Sedarquist, Dorothy Cohn, Rob Cohn, Lily Kovitz, Tony Diegler, Laura Dimitrevich. We're thinking of Carrie Ebert, Lynn Emmerman. Thinking of Don Feibel, Michael Fiorelli, Olivia Glick, Ellen Goldberg, Rachel Goldblatt. We're thinking of Bernice Goldstein, of Jimmy Green, Maureen Handler, Brad Hannon, Jessica Hannon, David Haas, Bill Hefner, Walter Hirschberg, Jamie Grace Cash, Greg Kellner, Don Kerr, Jeanette Clayman. We're thinking of Ann Lang and Barb Lucas, Fred Martin, Minna Melton, Paul Mickelson, Dick Nettleman, Robert Oakley, David Palmer, Nick Parisi. We're thinking of Aaron Phelan, Jackie Phillips, Ian Phillips, Jessica Rathkoff, Isabel Resendez, Julianne Reel, Irving Rose, Nancy Rosenboim. Thinking of June Sahara, Ralph Sauer, Samara Sauls, Sandy Schaefer, Mitch Schifrin, Richard Schur, Robert Weiss, Lee Wilkoff. Thinking of Susie Collins and Dorothy Collins, Ruth Ann Stewart, Laura Dunbar, Nancy Paul. We're thinking of Sanford Wagon. We're thinking of Mona Kamara, of Kyle Chait, Tammy Toso, and Jean Polachek. And if there are others, I see Barry Richmond. We will add Barry's name here, and let me just check to make sure that I had... John Polachek, I should say, for Miriam. Had a feeling that I had it written that down wrong. And Stacy Taylor for Eileen. And if there are other names, you can certainly keep them coming. And they hold just as much power in your heart and saying them out loud as they do in our congregation here. Make sure you let anyone know that our temple prayed tonight for their healing and their comfort and their wellness and their emotional refuah shlema as well. So we say, Baruch atah Adonai rofeh hacholim, blessed are you, God, who heals those in need of healing. And we join together in singing our Misha Berach prayer.
מי שבירך אבותינו בקור הברכה לאמותינו. May the source of strength who bless the ones before us help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say Amen. Bisheberach imotenu b'kor habrecha li'avotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say Amen. And let us say Amen.
We add Marilyn Ashkin to those prayers for healing, and we say, "Blessed are you, God, who helps us find that healing we need and helps be that strength that we need." And to that we say, Amen. We're going to turn to Bayom Hahu. On that day, God's name shall be one.
Bayom Hahu Yehieh Adonai Echad. Bayom Hahu Yehieh Shemo Echad. V'ne'emar, as it is written, v'ne'emar, let it be said, God rules the earth. On that day God shall be one. V'haya Adonai, the Melech of all haaretz. On that day, God's name shall be one. Bayom Hahu, Yehieh Adonai Echad. Bayom Hahu, Yehieh Shemo Echad, U'Shemo Echad.
This is a reading that's from our prayer book on page 288. When I die, give what's left of me away to children and old men that wait to die. And if you need to cry, cry for your brother walking in the street beside you. And when you need me, put your arms around anyone and give them what you need to give me. I want to leave you something better than words or sounds. Look for me in the people I've known or loved, and if you cannot give me away, at least let me live in your eyes and not in your mind. You can love me best by letting hands touch hands, by letting go of children that need to be free. Love doesn't die, people do. So when all that's left of me is love, give me away. On this Shabbat at Temple Beth Shalom, we are recalling the loved ones whom death has recently taken from us. We are thinking of Hal Borovitz, Nancy Bloom, Carolyn Huis, thinking of Paul Carestas, Lee Rosenthal, Robert Schubach, Betty Young, Jody Lederman, and David Adishak. We remember those who died at the season in years past, and we take them into our hearts with our own. We are thinking of the yahrzeits for Enrique Cuno, Sandra Dubrow, Mark Goldman, Doris Grossman, Rosina Cohn, Helen Krasa, Thomas Leisure, Brenner Levinson, Ann Neubauer, Gertrude Oppenheimer, Abraham Perlman, Rachel Pollock, Ann Reed, Solomon Sachs, Nathan Sallin, Daniel Sieskin, Molly Tannenbaum, Eileen Weiler, Lillian Weinberg, and Cecilia Wolfand. And if there are other names, you can certainly put them in the comments here if we missed someone. We are sending all of you who are here for the memory of a loved one. If you're remembering the yahrzeit or if they recently have passed away, we are sending you love and support. And that's what our community is best at doing, is being there for each other. So we're going to turn to our Kaddish prayer here. It is either in your book on page 294 or on the screen below us. Please join in reciting this. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah. Be'alma divrach yirutei v'yamlich malchutei. B'chayechonu v'yomechonu v'chayei dechol beit Yisrael. Ba'agala uvizman kariv v'imru amen. Yehei shmei Rabbah mevarach le'olam ulamei almaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh v'yithadar v'yitale v'yithalal shemei dekudashah b'richu. La'ela min kol birchata v'shirata. Tushbachata v'nechamata. Damiran be'alma v'imru amen. Yehei shlama Rabbah min shemaya. V'chaim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Osei shalom b'imromav. Hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. May God, who helps find wholeness in our world, make that wholeness apparent within each of us. May we work for that shalom, for that wholeness, and may it bring us peace. And together we say to that, Amen. All right, well, if we were in the sanctuary right now, we would be calling up a board member to give us some announcements, but we haven't been in the sanctuary in 38 weeks, so don't expect anything here. But I will share some brief announcements with you because we got a lot of stuff happening. December is jam-packed. Literally every day of December there is at least one TBS event. Some days there's like 5 of them. So make sure you check your e-window. The first week's events came out, and your paper window, which will be hopefully printed and mailed early next week. But I want to just mention that there's a ton of Hanukkah stuff happening. Because they're right next to me, I want to mention the concert on the last night of Hanukkah. When the lights are brightest, we're going to have Mark and Hannah are going to be doing a concert. Maybe that twirly, spinny light will be joining us there, along with a full menorah, which will be great. And also the second night of Hanukkah, we'll be broadcasting our Shabbat service from the temple driveway, where we have this giant menorah that we'll be lighting. We'll have a brief Shabbat service. We'll do some Hanukkah songs. That should be a lot of fun. I'll just mention very briefly, we also have a great concert before Hanukkah on next Saturday on December 5th. That is going to be Arkady Gips, everyone's favorite violinist, and Orlai Alonso Taub, who, Orlai Alonso, I should say, and if you haven't heard him play the piano, then you're in for a real treat if you tune in for that. That is on the 5th at 8 o'clock p.m. And we also are going to have a Hanukkah dreidel tournament. That's on the Thursday of Hanukkah. We have a scavenger hunt for kids and anyone else who wants to do it in their homes on Zoom, and latke making, all kinds of stuff. Whatever you can imagine that you can do virtually, I think we've hopefully thought to do. Anyway, lots of stuff coming up. Yes, Meredith asks if Havdalah is happening tomorrow night. It is happening at 6, and it'll either be live or pre-recorded. Kind of depends on how the day unfolds. So we will see. All right, everyone, let's sing a closing song. And what about Ojevo Shalom Aleinu, since it's in the slides?
Ironically, yeah, let's do that.
Let's do it. We work for a time when peace will come among us, among Israel, among the world. Salam, shalom.
Ojevo Shalom Aleinu. Ojevo Shalom Aleinu. Ojevo Shalom Aleinu. Be'akulam. Ojevo Shalom Aleinu. Ojevo Shalom Aleinu. Ojevo Shalom Aleinu. Be'akulam. Salam. Shalom Aleinu, Ojevo Shalom Aleinu, Ojevo Shalom Aleinu, Be'akulam. Odibo Shalom Aleinu, Odibo Shalom Aleinu, Odibo Shalom Aleinu, Ve'Havula Salam Aleinu Ve'Kol Ha'olam, Salam, Salam, Salam Aleinu Ve'Kol Ha'olam, Salam, Salam. Odibo Shalom Aleinu, Odibo Shalom Aleinu, Odibo Shalom Aleinu, Ve'akulam.
Ooh, nice. Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Happy Thanksgiving a day after. Hope you have a wonderful weekend, and we'll see you soon. Shalom, everyone. Goodbye. See you soon.
Oh, go Bucks. Forgot that.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Shabbat Shalom.